The mission of Join a Pain Youth Service Agency is to empower communities by challenging local, state, federal government, private industry, and nonprofit foundations to provide the necessary resources for developing anti-violence programs and employment opportunities for inner-city youth. We also educate families on health and welfare services so that all citizens are inspired to positively impact their communities. Our Aquarius Project Reentry Program specializes in youth and adult gang violence prevention, intervention, suppression, and mentoring. This video presentation is about new beginnings.
So is there beef between the Crips, or all Crip gangs, and Sedeños, or is it just black versus brown?
So I think it's black versus brown. It's all about race, mostly. That's just my perspective, though, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, that shit started in LA, and that shit came all the way up here to the north side of California.
So when the Aquarius Project first got to Jane's Ranch, what did you think?
Really? I thought it was gonna be like some type of program that was like, you know, try to get me to stop gangbanging and shit. I was about it, but then I sat there and you know, my first little Aquarius group, that shit was cracking. I liked it. Wish we could have had it at least 3 times a week. Shit, every day. You know what I'm saying? My time would have went by hella smooth, but it still did, because I did good.
Right. Did it teach you anything that you didn't know before?
It taught me a lot.
Like what?
You know what I'm saying? Taught me the law, you know, taught me things that now I get pulled over by police, you know what I'm saying? Because you see how I'm dressed, you know what I'm saying? I might be like skinny because everything. If I was dressed like pretty boy, I could probably get away with being a white boy. Right? You know, I'm not. And I like that. I know the law. I know what my consequences are and what choices I need to make so I don't end up with those consequences.
Right.
And it was, you know, it was really helping me out. Really had, like, you know, stimulating my mind instead of having all this street knowledge in this game. You know, this game shit all up in my head. You know, messing with my head like if I was thinking that's all I really know. Well, yeah, sometimes this is all I know. It's the streets. This is all I know. Is, you feel me, the hood. But the Aquarius Project has taught me that I can know more than that, you know, I can stay in school, you feel me, get a job, have the college smarts, and still be the gangster that you're looking at right now.
Well, me, I used to be a gang member. I used to do a lot of bad stuff sometimes in my days because that's what I was all about. I'm putting in work, doing my thing, trying to be cool. Just trying to be the bigger dude in the neighborhood, trying to look good for myself and for my people. But you know what? Those ain't your people because they ain't gonna be there for you all the time. You know what I mean? When you're locked up, they don't do nothing to you. They don't write to you. Sometimes they don't even know you're there. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta do something different. Just change your life around, start all over again. Just like a newborn kid, you know, you gotta start all over again, because if you don't, if you keep on doing what you're doing, you're gonna end up somewhere really bad. End up in prison, or maybe even in a juvenile hall, wherever you're gonna go, if whatever age you are. Gangbanging is not that good, you know. I done a lot of stuff when I used to do drugs, do all that stuff, stealing, all the crazy stuff, you know what I mean? But no, I'm already a changed person right now because I ain't doing no gangbanging, I ain't doing none drugs, nothing. I'm clean. Already got off probation today. Yep. Doing good.
Going to Job Corps.
I'm going to Job Corps right now. I'm on my way right now to Job Corps because I'm trying to change my life. Trying to get a degree, do something good, get a good pay raise. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's all about.
One of the main things we try to do is identify the high-risk youth, high risk, moderate risk to low risk, and work with them as much as possible, especially during the summer. What we're trying to do is keep them engaged, especially with the youth that we've already been working with through the school year. We do follow through and we make sure that we're mentoring them as much as possible. Our main objective is to keep them out of jail because the majority of our kids are adjudicated youth. So the most important thing for us is to keep them out of jail, teach them life skills, and do follow through to make sure that they're owning up to their part of what they're supposed to do. We differ because we target the highest risk youth first. We also want the youth that are on probation and have already committed crimes and that are already adjudicated. We are one of the standing points of the Aquarius Project is that it's based on a program that I worked in Boston called the Street Worker Program. And then in the Street Worker Program, we ended up working with Operation Ceasefire, and we stopped the juvenile homicide rate in Boston, Massachusetts. We took that same mindset to Stockton, California, and that's where I was introduced to the Norteño, Sereno, Leeme, NF issue, and we ended up dropping the homicide rate in Stockton 85% in 1 year. So I figured if we could do it in Boston and Stockton, San Jose is where I grew up. So I definitely wanted to bring it to San Jose and stop the prevalence rate of gang violence that was basically coming out of control in San Jose. So that's where we come from. We were based on collaboration. You cannot do this work, especially work with high-risk youth, in any community unless you collaborate. We can't do it by ourselves. No program that we've ever collaborated with can do it by themselves. The police definitely can't do it by themselves based on their training. Police are trained on suppression. They're not trained in intervention and prevention. We're trained in all three. We intervene first, then we try to prevent them from getting killed and going to prison, and then if necessary, if they don't listen to what we have to say, because we are gang task force, we implement that 30 to life ATF piece, and we basically raise the stakes. We let the kids know, and I introduced myself as a legal gang member, okay? I work for the American government. We're part of the Mayor's Gang Prevention Task Force, so we're connected to every law enforcement entity that you can be connected to in Santa Clara County. So we're heavyweights. So when we go and we talk to the kids, as you can tell, I have a different mindset and a different voice. When we're talking to the youth, we're coming out with that gang mindset. We're letting them know that we have the carrot and we also have the stick. Please take the carrot, which are the resources, getting back into school, getting a job, Job Corps, whatever you need in your life to be, quote unquote, a productive member of society, we'll give it to you. All we're asking you to do is put the gun down and try to represent, instead of a color, represent your culture, represent your people. But if they don't listen to those things, then we bring in that stick. And this is one thing that makes the Aquarius Project very different from any program that I've ever even heard of. We do embrace suppression. Suppression is needed. Unfortunately, I've buried over 161 kids. And when you put in suppression and you let these kids know that you are connected the way that we're connected, all of a sudden they don't want to be gangsters anymore. They just want to be kids.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh, you can do better than that. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. Okay, so I want you to understand who I am, first of all. My name is Bob Stroder, and I'm originally from San Francisco, California. And I grew up where Count State Park is right now. There were projects in there. So all the stuff you think you're going through right now, I already been through it, came through it, but I had programs like the one you're getting ready to go through or have gone through that helped me get through all the mess I had to encounter. And so we just want to invite you to take full advantage of everything that we can offer and anyone else can offer to make you successful in life, because we want you to succeed. We want every child that's born to grow up to be a productive citizen to help America become what it was once before, the strongest nation in the world. And so we need all of you in order to participate in that. We can't lose not one of you. And so when you look to your compadre, or your friend, or even your worst enemy, and you see them not doing what they should do, you need to check them and say, hey, this is what we want you to do. We want you to be with us on a winning team. Because being part of gangs is definitely a loser. I haven't seen anybody at the end who got an Academy Award or any kind of award for being the founder of a gang. But you can find a name in the graveyard. So that's where we don't want you there.
Aquarius is about a new beginning. I want you to think about this. Because throughout your life, people are going to be telling you, you can't do this, or you ain't that. Okay? Always challenging you on what you can become, or your dreams in the future. This program is about you getting a focus on where you want to go in life, and then using the resources that are around you to get you there. Now, I want you to look around. There's a young lady back there named Ayana. Ayana Johnson. Everybody knows Ayana, right? She's going to be one of the people that guide you. She's going to be looking out for you, even after this summer program is over.
All of us have like a different perspective on anything. Just talking to the kids, really, we put a topic out there and get their perspective. And then, of course, each kid's going to have a different point of view. So, we just come from that and give our own perspective and basically a life story if it relates.
Cece, Cecilia Davis, is another one of those people that's going to be looking out for you. Not just during the summer, but throughout the rest of the year. You're going to hear, they're going to be calling you on the phone saying, what are you doing? All right, how are your grades? You'll be visiting your teachers.
I'm coming from a place where I know how touchy this age group can be. When I was this age, my parents divorced, and things kind of got rocky for me at home. And I personally went and seeked out, I guess, not so much the love, but just attention and maybe a distraction elsewhere. And it wasn't the best place to go about getting it. If I can just keep one person from having to go through that, then I feel like I've done my job.
Okay? Kenneth. Everybody knows Kenneth. Kenneth. Same thing. These people are your resources. And they're going to be looking out for you throughout the year. So
the benefits that we provide for the Aquarius program for the kids here, not only mentorship, but a different outlook on life, kind of breaking the social constructs that the media produces, that there's only one way to succeed in life. And so we try to show them different avenues that you can still be successful, but you could be a dentist or, civil engineer or whatever.
if you ever find yourself in trouble, we got your back. Okay? This is the one place you can come. No one's going to judge you for making a mistake, because we all make them. I know that these old guys sitting here made enough for all of them. Okay. We're not going to sit up here and say we're goody two-shoes, but we will say this. We've made mistakes, but at this age is where we started to turn our lives around. We started to believe that we could do something. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is don't let anybody tell you what you can't do. All right? Once you get it in your mind that you want to do something and you need help doing it, that you start using these resources that are around you. And I want you to move forward. Okay? I want you to dare to dream. You hear that? Dare to dream. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't do. So we're going to break. I got some certificates for you. We're going to hand them out outside. And that's just something that recognizes that you went through our workshops during the summer. And something put up on your wall that you can brag about. Okay? So 10, 15 years from now, this is going to be a very famous program. I guarantee it. Okay, so you guys give yourself a hand.
I grew up in this area down south, and I went to Oak Grove High School. And I know that at times, it can be challenging growing up here in San Jose. But what I see, what I hope for all of you, is that you're part of what I want to try to do to make the city and this community a better place. And I need your help to do that.
I think it was a great experience for me to watch how the Aquarius program helps young men, or young boys, I would say, to become young men.
We work from anywhere from 10 to 18-year-olds, even to basically we help anybody needs help. We don't necessarily have a demographic age-wise anyway. Say hello. Say your name.
Hello, my name is Ismail.
How old are you?
10.
How do you like the program?
It's good.
It's good. Do you like the staff?
Yes.
Why do you like the staff?
Because they're fun.
What else?
They're nice.
Did we teach you a lot?
Yeah.
All right, good job. You're on TV now.
Yeah.
All right.
The Aquarius Project came to my attention as I was learning more about what kinds of programs were available to help young people, and going beyond just the ordinary after-school program model, but really finding a program that helps to mentor youth and really helps to tackle challenges head-on that they're facing and not ignore them, not just give them a safe place to be for an hour or two, but really talk to them and mentor them on some of the issues that they're facing. I'm a big fan of the Aquarius Project, but we all know that young people in our community need all the support they can get. And the Aquarius Project really does a lot to help even those youth that seem to be most off track, and to help them get back on track by really showing them a lot of love and support, giving them great mentors, and really giving them good companions to surround themselves with so that they can kind of move each other in the right direction. And especially here in South San Jose, to have them here in my council district working with the youth here means so much to me. And I really look forward to working with the Aquarius Project for years to come to ensure that our youth can stay on the right path.
The Aquarius Project is a new beginning. And a new beginning can be interpreted in a lot of ways, but we want to make sure that a child can have a start so they can have a successful ending. And we want to keep moving the program forward and keep inspiring. We need your help and support to make sure this happens. An overused phrase is that it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a community to raise a village. And we are part of the community to help our village become successful. Thank you.